how's it going, guys? Yeah, you see the reflection. So, here's one of the perks. Sorry. Here's one of the perks. Oh yeah, you know we're about to get into this. You know we're about to get into this. And I apologize, guys. I don't have my stand. I'm just gonna rig it right quick. Wreck it, Ralph. Hold on. We're gonna get this open. You know what? Nah. Let me give you a view. There we go. All right, guys. I'm gonna open this up real quick. It is a Habanos Cohiba República de Cuba. So this is an official Cuban cigar. I had it verified. You know, my man at the store was like, yo, such and such. He told me, what was it, $10? I told him I got two I'm trying to mess with you with, all right? He's like, get out of my store. But y'all know how I do it. We had a conversation, very diplomatic. We came to a price that was under 10. I never pay full price for nothing out here. It's just the way it is, man. Money talks. They talk to you, too. It ain't like, you know, when you're in the States where you're like, oh, you're cheap. Nah, it ain't that. They're trying to make money. You're trying to save money. To me, yo, I'm successful by the grace of God. I do things from a biblical standpoint, but, you know, at the same day, maybe you don't believe in that, right? To each his own, to each his home, right? You get to rule your home the way you want to because you're a king. That's who you are. You're a king. All right, so let me get off my soapbox. Now, typically, from what I've heard from cigar experts throughout the world, and this is not just the States, because remember, guys, the embargo is back on now. So, no cubanos in Americano, right? Now, if you got the plug, you have the plug. But if you don't have the plug, go with the Dominican, man. It's legal, you know. Now, typically, I would be using these. I'm out of matches, and I'm not going all the way back to the store to go get a book of matches. Sorry. So I'm going to use the torch. All right, guys. Let's get this thing fired up. All right, so we're fired up. We got the Cubano. Fumar. And boy, does this thing taste great. The flavor, the savor. Man, I hate to be so melodramatic about this, but look at this, guys. Delicious. The pool looks exquisite. The Cuban cigar is smoking. And we're living life, guys. It don't stop. It does not stop, guys. I am so motivated. This is T with Arizona Riders Club, and I'm coming out to you guys to let you know this is just the beginning. Look at that smoke. Ah? Yeah. So, here's the thing. Some of the tips that I heard from guys who smoke cigars for the last 15, 20 years. Number one, it's a recreational hobby. You don't sit here and smoke cigars every single weekend. A cigar, once or twice a month type thing. Maybe a little bit more if you're traveling a lot and you're on the islands. Or you're on the beach and you're in a place that really has handcrafted cigars that are top of the top. Now, I know a lot of people say that the best cigars are from the Caribbean, right? But I don't know, man. I've tasted some things in the States that will rival some of these cigars that we have out here. It's just me. Because it's all subjective, right? It's all preference. What do you like? Right now, I like this Cubano. Pero te quiero cubanas. Sí. So we're out here smoking, loking. ASMR. Yeah, you like that sound. Come on now. So I'll tell you this much. It is very, very humid out here today. Let me kick my shoes off, man. Talk to you guys for a little bit. All right. So what's up, guys? What's going on? We're 6 minutes in. We got the Cubans. Everybody's blazing. Everybody's drinking. Tell me what's on your mind. I cannot wait till I have enough subscribers to get this live going, because to be honest with you, I'm more of a conversationalist. And I'm not blaming anybody. I'll tell you the truth. I haven't put in enough work. Sorry, guys. I haven't put in enough work to get 1,000 subscribers. I'll be 100% honest with you. My audio looking janky, sounding janky. My videos, I mean, but when I'm in the picture, it looks a little bit better. However, I think I'm starting to understand that it's not the algorithms. A lot of people believe, hey man, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. It's the algorithms, blah, 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 blah. You know what it is? It's the content. It's the content. If you don't have good content, nobody watches. And here's what I've learned. I have a couple cats that come to my channel. They'll give me a like, which is cool, and I respect that. I appreciate it. But the reality is, you have to keep people coming back for more. There's certain people that I watch, Dr. Old, Sneakerhead Trey, Mikey Will, Afro Prepper. Cats that I watch that I consistently go back and say, hey, what is this cat up to? What is this guy doing right now? It may not be business. It may not be anything but leisure, right? But it's just a captivating moment, right? A captivating person who has a personality that, that kind of draws you in. So that's what I've been kind of working on lately. A couple of my friends were like, T, you're doing your thing. I get it. But there's a couple of things you got to work on. They gave me some advice. And, after I get home, or I should say once I get home, I'm going to make some appropriate changes, because I realize that, I'm half-stepping right now. I got to step it up. I got to do my thing. And we're gonna take it to the next level, man. I mean, I know I have the personality to get out there and captivate people, but, I mean, what are you talking about, really? Is it just a mirage? Is it a facade? Excuse me, y'all know I have to keep it lit. Don't tap the Chiba, as my man Darshan would say. It was straight from Jugarati. So, we're worldwide now. And one of the things that I've understood is I was local, right? Arizona Riders Club is magnificent. But why can't we have a Dubai Riders Club? Why can't we have a Dublin Riders Club? Why can't we have a London Riders Club? And for some of the locations that I'm going, the business opportunities are bar none. The states are the states. They have a saying that it's the Matrix, right? And I'm like, I have a weird affinity for the United States. And I'll tell you why. Let me explain myself. Because me being who I am and my culture, we have a lot of problems that we have to fix, right? We have a lot of debts that need to be paid. But at the end of the day, if you're a grinder, if you're a hustler, if you're a money maker, you gotta love the States. Because a simple person can become an affluent person, can become a successful person. And you have to agree. Because I know that most of these riders that are riding with Arizona Riders Club, you guys don't make excuses. You have solutions. And that's the reality of this whole thing. Don't be a problem, be a solution. I had a conversation with the homie the other day, right? So we're sitting back, chopping it up, relaxing. And I'm like, you know what? We are not utilizing our network the way we should. And he's like, how so? I'm like, okay, 90% of us are successful, right? Now, when I mean successful, doesn't necessarily mean 6 figures, 7 figures, right? It means you're doing what you're doing to get to the next level. We have friends that make 30,000. Well, nah, 30,000 in a year, or 30,000 in 3 months. But you know what I'm saying, right? Everyone doesn't have to be a Bill Gates. Everyone doesn't have to be a P. Diddy. Everyone doesn't have to be a Elon Musk, right? We have guys that are just grinding, taking it from the bottom, making the money that they make and still able to survive. It's about location. It's about your spending habits, your income, your expenses, and your spending habits. I know guys that make $250,000 a year and are $300,000 in debt. So, I mean, you can make a lot of money, but if you spend more than you make, obviously, that's not going to work, right? So, we had a conversation. We sat down and I said, you know what we need to do? We need to strengthen our network. And what I mean by that is get everybody together, make them recognize their potential, and then build that network to where we can rely on each other. And he agreed. So that's going to be one of our things that we're working on, here in the next couple months. Hold on. That's going to be one of the things that we're working on in the next couple of months. To build that network. Your network is your net worth. Everybody says it. All of the people that, you know what? And a little off topic. Hey guys, if you're out there and you're struggling, you don't know where to turn, you don't know what to do, get yourself a mentor. Go get somebody who's a couple years older than you, maybe even several years older than you, to mentor you. If you want to be successful and you want to get out there and make money, go talk to the people that make money. I will never forget one of the most motivating factors in my life. I was at a bar that's a really, really expensive bar. And I'll be honest with you, I was broke, okay? I'm not broke, but I wasn't making the type of money that I make now. Let's just put it that way. So I go in there, I dress right, I look the part, I'm in there hanging out. So me and this old timer, guy from Texas, we strike up a conversation. And he starts telling me a little bit about himself. And the thing about me is I can sniff out money. And individuals who are really, really successful, they hide who they are. They're never going to tell you how much money they make, typically, right? There's always that X factor. But typically, people who make a lot of money always downplay how much money they make, right? And there's a good reason for it. So we start talking. He tells me about some ventures that he's into lately, tells me what's going on, and I automatically know this guy's loaded, right? So I told him, hey man, everything that you've told me has motivated me. Everything that you said to me makes me want to take it to that next level, the upper echelon. And he said something that struck me so profoundly. You know what he said to me? He said, T, You want to know how I know you'll be successful? I said, how? He said, I've told you all this, and you're not jealous. You're motivated. And I was like, well, I'm not really a jealous type of person. I don't really envy a lot of things that others have. It just drives me. It makes me want to compete, you know? He said, that's my point. That is exactly my point. And that's how I know you are going to be successful. And ever since then, I've never looked back. And neither can you. Don't you dare look back. You take the bull by the horns and you become that matador that kills the bull. You hear me? All right, man, I've been rambling long enough. I just wanted to tap in with you, check in with you. I know you guys are out there riding, grinding, doing your thing. Stay safe, protect your family, and subscribe. Y'all know the slogan. Arizona Riders Club. Ride with us.